Xena, Warthog Princess, and this video was requested many months ago by Laura Bell. Thank you for your request. I'm sorry it's taken so long to finally need it, but then again, it's a good thing because it means I didn't need to do it. But this is a what's in my bag, how do I pack for a long hospital stay? Unfortunately, because of my cyclic vomiting syndrome, it is a factor for me that on occasion I have to go spend some quality time at the spa, we call it, because nobody wants to be in the hospital. But that could be for me 3 to 4 weeks at a time, average twice a year. So for a while it's been bad. I have just come off a record healthy streak of 23 months of no hospitalization, but broken, unfortunately, just this last week. So anyways, this video is to share what I take with me. So, because I don't like to have to depend on anyone to resupply me or to bring more things to me or to do my laundry or touch my stuff or, you know, it's just, you just want to be in your misery and disappear and then come back after and be back to normal and not have to burden anyone with any of that. That's my personality. I hate having to depend on other people. I'm fiercely and stubbornly independent. But there are times where it's necessary. Nonetheless, I pack so that I hopefully can make it through without any help. And I've got it down to pretty good art by now, which is sad but true. Okay, so the 3 main bags I take with me. I have a giant duffel, which I will show. I take a laundry cinch bureau bag, and I always bring my own blanket because I love my cozy throws. And I bring a bag to carry the accessories like my laptop or whatever. So we'll start kind of in that order. In this case, I actually brought 4 bags because there was just a few extra things that didn't quite fit the way I wanted, so I just took 4 bags. So when I show up at the hospital for a direct admission, I come with all these bags. I have to have someone help me get up to my room. But then once I'm there, I'm set for the time. So you can laugh if you want, you can think what you want, but this is my reality, so here goes. The first bag is a giant duffel. It is giant, like it is huge, you can see here. It does have a handle on the end, so it is a rolling duffel, and it is the biggest duffel I own. I don't even know, it's Western Pack Products. I've had this forever, I have 2 of them. And this is my main bag. So on top, I have strapped right here my cozy throw that I took this time. And I always take a brand new one with me because they're the softest, of course. And so this was my night sky or cozy, you know, the Holiday Owls one from last year. And it's seasonally appropriate too, but just so soft. So I love the cozy throws, and I bury myself in that at the hospital. So I took that, and then the rest of this duffel, you can see, let me put it back up here for a second, facing the other way, it has 2 big pockets. So one pocket, I put all of my bras, I just jam them all in there, like a month's worth. And in the other pocket, I put all my underwear. I just jam them in there. So extra, if any, and just pack them up. So you always have clean undergarments. And the rest of the bag is packed with my pajamas. And recently, because when I had gotten a cold, I saw this coming. So I did do the Vera loungewear video, and I kind of showed how I had things paired up. Well, when I pack for the hospital, because I have that advance notice, if I catch a cold, I'm going to be puking, and it may be a week or 2 weeks down the road, but when I get a cold, I have time to prepare make some arrangements for dog care and things like that. So it's predictably unpredictable in that way. I can't say exactly when it will transition, but I get about 12 to 24 hours of what they call a prodrome. So when that happens and I get that feeling, then I know the next day I'm gonna wake up puking and it's game over. But the point is I have time to prepare, so I pack well in advance of the trip. And the way that I pack is I always try to take a robe, just a thin robe. In this case, it was my Cut Vines Vera robe. But then I pack in pajama stacks. So, for example, I have pink and purple socks with it's actually a Minnie Mouse gray t-shirt, and my Vera lounge pants. So that's packed as a set. And so I pack all the sets just like that. Now some of it's kind of mixed up right now, but like I had some lounge things like that, and I matched it with my Vera cozy slippers, things like that. Yeah, so these are just sets, just all sets, and these are the ones that are clean because I thankfully did not have to stay as long as the bag would allow for. So, that being said, I always take a cinch laundry bag from Vera. Going inbound, I have my cozy throw wrapped in that, and this strapped on top of the duffel, as you see in the photo. But coming home, this is all the dirty clothes. So I just put, the pajama sets in there with the slippers and everything. So everything goes in there. And then I come home and do laundry. So that's what's going to happen next. And I have to wash the blanket too. So that's 2 of the bags. Basically, the bag had the blanket initially and comes home with dirty clothes. The main bag with all of the laundry. But then, when I go in the hospital, it's not relaxing. It's not any rejuvenating. It's miserable, pukey hell. And they sedate me on top of it. So I get lost in the haze. So people who know me know when I suddenly disappear, I'm probably at the spa. And that's just the way it is. It happens. And so now all of you who know me in whatever way that you know me, now you also know that when I disappear out of the blue, all of a sudden, chances are I'm at the spa. And this is what happens. So, sorry, but it is. So, even though I'm sedated and pukey and miserable, there are times where you're not sleeping or you're not as druggy or whatever, and maybe there's nothing on TV or you just want to do something with your brain while you can, even though. So I always take electronics. I always have my phone, my iPad. Sometimes I take my laptop. I always take a DVD player and some DVDs just in case, I want to watch something. And I'll end up falling asleep and watching the same show 10 times. But it's something that I like and, whatever. So I give myself those options. A couple puzzle books, a coloring book, just some things to occupy my mind for those awake hours when you're miserable and you got to take your mind off of the nausea. So you kind of get what I'm saying? So this time I took my Boxer 2. This is in plaid gray. This is my Lug Bag. This is the first time I've used my Boxer. And it is a large bag, and it does have a great capacity, but it doesn't have as much capacity as I thought. But here's what I've got in it. I have my journals, so in case I had some awake time and I wanted to capture thoughts, guess what? Not one. Didn't even open them. But I did need to take my calendar, and I paired that with my wellness journal and my medical book. So I did have that available And that was important. So I did look at my calendar because I had to cancel a bunch of appointments. So nothing else in that pocket. In the front here, this is my discharge papers that obviously don't go in there. I threw in my, yep, that's discharge paper. Some cables as I was leaving. I just threw them in there. And this side, I had a ditty bag, just in case. And I had thought that I would use more of my masks because I try to walk when I'm awake a little bit, but I didn't. So I just had a ditty bag for nothing. Nothing was in the phone pocket. I did take a water bottle, even though I didn't need to. Then inside I have, the only wallet I took with me was a deluxe zip ID from Vera. So it has my medical info and my ID card and like $20 and a credit card just in case, which I don't need, but you just don't have just in case. My Bose headphones, did not even use them. And my laptop, I did not use, but I did pull out my iPad. I just didn't use it. It just sat on the thing. I don't know why I brought home some paper towels. But I also take my toiletries. So this is my toiletries from home that I just always have packed and ready, and I can take it in the RV. I can take it to the hospital. It's just always ready to go and has everything I need. Everything. Other things I got, I came home with hospital tissues and special wipes, and I had some air freshener I took with me. Yeah, so there's just some miscellaneous things. I did take this pouch. This is actually from Bagalini. I had got this pouch and had got it for a function that I ended up not using it for, but turns out it is a great waterproof bag, and it fits my two journal things, so I did bring it for that. And I just have some plastic bags. I have my headphones, drink stuff, random bags, my charger for my Fitbit, and tape. I came home with tape. I don't know. Yeah, okay. And then I had a couple of Vera things. So I used to, when I'd have these episodes, I would always try to thank my nurses, because nurses are angels. You know, they don't get a lot of credit for all the hard work that they do to take care of you behind the scenes, like especially on an extended hospital stay. And I'm getting meds every 3 hours. So, you know, I'm an easy patient, but still, I want to say thanks. So I used to, after I was discharged, go back and give like a nice gift basket to the ward desk and whatever. But you never really got to think that the people that directly, personally helped you actually got thanked. You know, like maybe they didn't even work that day and didn't get any of the baskets. So over time, I've found different ways to say thanks. And what I've come to now is when Vera has some things on sale, like I bought a whole bunch of these coin purses when they were on sale a couple of years ago, and ballpoint pens. I basically have stock in Vera pens, and I just have masses of them in my room, and I take a dozen or so with me, and some of these. And as a nurse taking care of you, maybe they did something special or made you feel good that day or whatever, just to say thanks, I like to give them something back. It's not necessary, but nurses love pens. It's true. It's true. And Vera pens are very, very nice pens. So I take an assortment. Some are gender neutral, so even male nurses like to get them. But then I leave them laying by my bed, and as the situation presents itself, I let them choose one. And anyways, that's my thing. So that's how I say thank you to my nurses. And so if you're a nurse, thank you for what you do. I couldn't do what I do without you. Anyway. Okay, I had a couple other pouches, so in here, what did I have? I had some hair ties that I took, and then this one had some masks in it, which is empty now because they're all dirty. I took some feminine supplies in case I needed them. Some lube jelly, I don't know why that's in there, and then more bags. So that is all had in there. In the back pockets, I had more masks. There's a Lug mask. I have my computer charging cord. I have my mouse, which never came out. So I did not get that. And that's it, yeah. So the bag served its function very, very well. And lastly, the fourth bag I took this time, which I don't normally, like normally I have one accessory bag with all of my odds and ends for entertainment or whatever. But this time it didn't fit and I didn't want to not take it. So I took another cinch bag that's only partly full. And it has two items in it. This is just like all of my electronics stuff basically all together. So there's my digital camera in case I was gonna film a YouTube video. That's not gonna happen. But some DVDs, which I didn't even open up. But this has all the cords and cables and the DVD player. So I took that. And the other thing, like I said, for entertainment stuff, I took just one little pouch. And it had my twistable Crayola things and pens, a couple pens. There's my pen pouch, like we just saw. This one has 5 color pens in there. I didn't even use any of this stuff, but I brought it just in case. So I got fill-ins, got a little coloring book, you know, just mindless things that you can entertain yourself when you're not feeling well. Some simple crosswords and, oh, a Vera Bradley sale that I totally missed. Dang it. 50% off. Oh, well. Oh, and here's another one. Yeah, 70% off. I missed some deals. And I haven't got my birthday coupon, so hopefully I have some mail coming. But anyways, that is what's in my bag for a long hospital stay. You're getting it on the flip side because I didn't get it done in time before I left. But now I'm home and happily on the mend. And even though I resent this wretched condition, I recognize that I am eternally blessed with, you know, many, many things, with resiliency and fortitude and friends that can step in and help out when I need them to. And, you know, I have good health care, good insurance. I have a lot of things to be thankful for. So in this season, especially, very, very mindful of that. And now I'm home and getting stronger. I know you can probably tell in my voice I'm not at peak power yet. That will take some time, but I'm happily home. And now you know, that's how it goes. So welcome back. Welcome to my world. And hopefully in there somewhere, there's a tidbit that you can use for you. If you have any questions at all, though, feel free. I am an open book. Take care. Bye for now.